What's going on, everybody? This is a must listen to video. If you have ADHD, I want you to try to focus as much as possible. If you have your kids screaming in the background, just tell them to be quiet for 15-20 minutes. Go sit in the car if you have to. This is going to be one of the most important videos that you have watched about trading in some time. It is going to be crucial. This is one of my favorite, and you're probably there like, yo, it's a 35-cent stock. If you stay tuned and watch this full video, I guarantee you'll be thankful and grateful that you did, right? So this ticker symbol is IGC. If you follow me on Webull, you know that I go by the name Mr. IGC. This is my profile picture, and I go by Mr. IGC specifically for this ticker symbol. It has been one of the first tickers that I ever traded. I was investing prior to this, started investing in about 2014, 2013, 2015, somewhere around that time, when my cousin sent me a stash link, and that awoken my investment spirit, right? In 2018, I wanted to learn to trade. Back in that time, I had delusions of grandeur that I would become rich trading marijuana stocks. So I searched for cheap marijuana stocks, and I found this company. At that time, it was about 48 cents or whatever. I seen that they said it would hit $3 eventually. So every paycheck, I was putting $200 in there, saying one day it's gonna hit, and it actually did. I did about 150%. It was my first major win in the stock market, right? The reason why I love this company is sometimes when I was trading, I started small. I would always get my jump start with this company, and then I would go to other things. I always told myself, bro, you're making money with this company, just stick to it. But I would go to other things, blow my account, then wait for this to fall to 25 cents, then build my account back up just to blow it with riskier plays. I was one of those people that I wasn't betting on myself. I had my long term, but then I had a small term that I would try to build up. I would add 200, add. And I said, okay, I'm going to try to get rich with this, but I'm also going to continue investing in my long term. I'm still not rich. I have made a lot of money, and I'm making more money every year, and it's becoming better and better. I'm doing fantastic. If we could look, just last week I had a 7.4K week in the stock market. I think IGC and tqqq are the perfect ticker symbols to jumpstart someone's trading career, right? And again, this isn't financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. I know I am not somebody that wants to be a content creator. I'm not. That's why I don't post a lot of videos. I post these for educational purposes only. I like to teach my friends, family, and anyone who wants to learn the stock market. So instead of saying the same thing over and over again, I figure if I make YouTube videos, I could easily just copy and paste and send them the YouTube video, and they could get the information. If they're stuck anywhere, then I could help them. I don't have a lot of time in my life. I'm a brother, I'm a father, I'm a friend, so I'm a employee. I'm very busy, so I can't just have the same conversation with everyone to teach them. So this makes it, I'm basically building a curriculum to help people learn. The reason why I love this ticker symbol, it's prone to fall to about 25 cents and then do a 20 to 50% pop. It has even popped, like I said, over 100%, over 200%, over 300%, and it has been doing this since 2022. It drops to under 28 cents, and then in 45 days from that period, it pops 20 to 45, 50%. The thing about it, the volume is high. Today is 4 million. Normally the volume is at 250,000. So you have to put a limit order just to execute the trades you want. So when it starts falling, I set my limit. I'll do it and I'll break up $10,000, maybe 3,000 at 28, another 3,000 at 27, another 2,000 at 26, and then the other 1,000 at 25. And then at that point, I'm just adding as much as possible. Every paycheck, I'm adding. If I sell another stock, I'm adding. I never go over maybe 15,000, but that's my sweet spot. It's been sometimes that the limit order executed a sell and I woke up, I'm up 7,000. It's been sometimes that I forgot to put a limit order or don't do my limit order till I cancel and it popped. I remember one time it popped, I would have been up 36K. I was 5 minutes late, it fell already, and I missed it. That's how important having a limit. You cannot do a market order when you trade this. You cannot, because the price is such a wide gap. It might be 10,000 shares getting sold at 30 cents, another 10,000 being sold at 31 cents, bought at 31 cents, so that when you try to sell it at a market, your price is just getting worse and worse. I said that backwards. Let me fix it. It might be, let's say I have an average price of 27 cents and then I try to sell it at 35 cents. And let's say I got 30,000 shares, right? Just for math purposes. And now the current price is at 35. Okay, so let's say I try to sell it at a market order, but there's only 10,000 shares somebody want to buy at 35. Then somebody else want to buy 10,000 at 34, and somebody else want to buy 10,000 at 33. You can see how my price is getting worse and worse. But if I have a limit order, it will only sell at the 35. Whether it's 10,000 and I keep the rest, but it would only sell at the price point that I select. So having a limit order is extremely important. Also, if it pops to 50 cents, then it's triggering that sell, because you don't want it to pop and you're trying to figure out the price and do all of this, and then it drops back down. So you want to get out. When I buy it, I pick the profit that I'm going for. So if I buy it and I got a price close to 25, I say, okay, what will it take for me to get to 38? How much percent is that? That's where I want it. 20%, 30%, 40. Okay, cool. Let me get that 30% profit. And that whatever 30% from that point is, that's where I'm going to put my sell. Now, if you guys look, like I said, from 2022, it has been doing this. This is 2014. Let's move it up. Even in 2014, 16, we see 13 cents, 82 cents. 30 cents, 58 cents. You see it drops and pop whenever it starts falling. But if we get up to 2024, that's the key area I want to pay attention to. 2022-ish, right? Over here, 27 cents, pop, drop, pop, drop, pop. And a lot of y'all might think it's only 5 cents, it's only 10 cents, but that little bit of movement makes a big difference when the price is low. Drop, pop, drop, pop. And as I said, sometimes it's a couple 100%. It has a long track record of dropping to about 25 cents, popping, dropping, popping, dropping, popping, dropping. 45 days. That's the duration of time. 45 days before a big pop. So whenever it falls to under 27, I start accumulating, hoping it drops down to 25. From that time period, I'm pretty confident that in 45 days, I'll have a major payout. So I hope I didn't go on too many tangents. Sometimes when I start talking, I just get carried away and I try to paint a picture. I just don't have the ability to say what I'm feeling. And so it's a skill to be able to say what you mean with the least amount of words as possible. It's a skill I just don't have. But I'm hoping that this video was educational. I'm hoping that you guys go paper trade it. Check it out on yourself if you're a more skilled trader, and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I just look at this company from a technical standpoint. I don't look at the I don't look at the financials of the company. I don't look at anything besides the chart and what it has been doing. And it's constant. It's to the point where even if I lost everything on a trade that I put up to trade this, it has already paid me 10x. It has already paid me 10x. So even if I lost 10,000, I would not care because it already paid me 10x. But I won't go 15,000 is a lot. Normally I like to keep it at 10,000. I won't say, okay, next time I'm going to go 15, next time I'm going to go 20, next time I'm going to go 25. Keep doing 10,000, making my profit, and keep washing, rinsing, and repeat. Check it out.